Hello everyone, welcome back to Joanne Tech Lover. I'm Joanne and I will be covering the Func KB460 mechanical gaming keyboard. This one features the Cherry MX Blues, which normally would have a 50-gram actuation, but Func's Blues has a 60-gram actuation force, so it's a bit more resistance. Now, I looked at their other keyboards before, their reds, and that's 45-gram actuation, which is normal. However, the brown keyboard that is, I believe, is not available for sale yet, is at 55-gram actuation, but regular Cherry MX Browns are 45 grams, so there you have it. Here's everything that comes in the box. Well, maybe not, because in the user guide it did say it should come with a keycap removal tool as well as an extra set of keycaps. But since this is a sample, I'm just guessing it just is not included in here, so yes, watch out for that. Alrighty, now onto the actual accessories. You do get this software CD. However, I would recommend that you just download the software directly from their website online, because usually they have the most updated version there. Alrighty, and then you also get a user guide. And I really do like how clean Func's guides are. What a funky name, Func. Alrighty, and moving right along, you get some clips. Whatever are they for? Well, let's see. So these clips are to clip in this palm rest. And what I like about this rest is that, well, it is plastic, but it's got the soft touch finish, and you'll notice there's a soft touch finish all over the keyboard as well, just really nice. And you'll notice there are these two grooves here, and this is where you will clip into these clips. But first, let me go ahead and go over the cabling a little bit. So here is your 1.8 meter or 5.9 feet cable with a gold-plated USB 2 connector, and I like that it's got this orange theme, kind of just goes with Func, right? And it kind of looks like a poisonous snake. It's always what I think about when I see black colors with spotted bright colors. Alrighty, now let's move along to the back of the keyboard, shall we? Here's a look at the back of the keyboard. You do get some angled feet right here, as well as these raised feet on the bottom, rubberized, so it keeps this unit in place, especially when you're doing something really intense on your keyboard. Alrighty, and here are the clips that I was talking about. Just go ahead and clip it in like so, on both sides, of course. There we have it. And before I turn it around and include the palm rest in there, did want to show you the two pass-through ports. So usually when I see pass-through ports, there's like two USB or something, one for power, one for pass-through, but this is kind of cool. So here you get two USB 2 pass-through, so if you want to plug in, let's say, a mouse or headphones or even a flash drive, it's just very useful, but I kind of wish it was on this side, because I have a keypad and I would prefer to plug in my wire here. But otherwise, really cool Func. And I'm gonna go ahead and just rest this. It's quite hefty actually, but here are the clips. There we go. And it's really simple. Just match up these grooves with the hooks and just place it down like so. Ha! Ta-da! Here's a closer look at the keyboard. I'm just going to go over the keys, functions, and what they do. But first, let's go over the dimensions. So it measures 448 millimeters or 17.6 inches this way, 198 millimeters or 7.7 inches along this edge, and 33 millimeters or 1.2 inches thick. Now, as to the weight, it is well, for a full-size keyboard, 2.7 pounds is not so bad. It's pretty normal, average. Alrighty, now on to the actual buttons. So this is a standard QWERTY layout. You do get a full numpad and home end keys, directional keys, as well as your F keys. And here is the function key where you will be able to access your various alternate commands. So function 1 to 3 would be your volume control, mute, down and up, and function 4 to 6 are your other media controls, your play, pause, fast forward, backwards, and skip. And then F7 to F11 are your profile keys. And I do love that they've included the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 so you know exactly which profile you are on. These are the profiles that you can set with special macros or key functions or what have you. And last but not least is the F12. So function F12 will kick you into Func mode and the LED will light up. I'll show you in a little bit. So when you are in Func mode, not only does it disable your Windows key, but it also activates all of your special functions that you set to this keyboard. Now those functions won't work unless you are in Func mode. I removed the keycaps in this group here so you can get a closer look at Func's Cherry MX Blue switch. So normally it's 50 grams, but this is 60 grams. You still get the bump and the click sound as well. However, they probably just use a different spring for the higher resistance. Just wanted to give you a close-up look at that. Also, it's per key illuminated, so you'll notice there's an LED above each of the switches. And something really cool is that, also Cooler Master does this, but they've included a backplate, a red one, so it should help the LEDs pop a bit. Alrighty, one last thing is that the spacebar, because I know some of you always ask for it, and this spacebar is a wire stabilizer. It's kind of difficult to remove and put back on, so I just went ahead and I took a photo of it after I took it off, so there you have it. Let's light up the keyboard, but first let's take a look at the indicators right here. So caps lock, there you go, it's just going to be in red, as well as Func mode. So we're going to kick it into Func mode. F12, and there you have it, and Windows lock should definitely be disabled, but we're gonna get out of there for now. So for the illumination, it's function and the numbed pad 2 and 8, by the way. So right now it's on off, but there are, I believe, 3 levels of lighting, and the 4th is like breathing mode. So that's level 1, level 2, level 3. That is bright, isn't it? And then let's go into breathing mode, shall we? Oh, look at it breathe. It needs to breathe more, kind of like faster, like a seizure, so you can see it better. But yes, there is the breathing mode. Here's a quick demo on how to use the Func software for the KB460 keyboard. So we're going to go ahead and assign some macros to the profiles. You have a total of 5 profiles. You can assign 10 macros or other key functions to each profile, which is pretty awesome. And you can assign the macros to any of the white buttons here, except for the gray, because it makes sense. F7 to F12, these are your profile switch buttons, as well as the Func mode. Remember, the Func mode is you have to turn it on to disable Windows and activate your profiles. Otherwise, this will just be a regular keyboard. And of course, function and Windows are grayed out as well. So let's just stay on profile 1 for the moment, and then let's click M1 and go ahead and click Q and take the drag down menu. You could do cut, copy, paste, you could launch something, you could disable it, or we're just going to pick macro. Press record and do QWERTY. Wonderful. Press stop, and here's a gear icon. This is so you can choose your repeat options, but we're not going to do that this time. And you can even import profiles, I believe, if you have one or you want someone else's, and the like. Alrighty, just hit OK, and next thing to do is to hit apply. So once you hit apply, it will apply it to this profile and then onto the keyboard. Since your keyboard does have onboard memory, 128 kilobytes. Alrighty, and then let's go to profile 2 and assign, let's say, you could just pick anything like M8 or something and watch it blink, and let's say we want to assign it to end for no reason at all. And then go ahead and drag down this bar and do another macro, and this time we are going to do testing. Popular go-tos for me. And then stop that and press OK and then press apply. Yes, I do want to save it. So next thing I'm going to do is let's go back to, let's see, function F7, profile 1, and then let's open up this document here. And when we press Q, QWERTY should come out. Well, I guess I typed it weirdly. That was probably my bad. But yes, you get the idea. And then let's go to function F8 and press the N key. And that should give us Testing, testing, testing. Yay, it works. Awesome. So we can go ahead and close out of this, do not save. And that is how you assign buttons or reassign your buttons for macros or other key functions. I hope you found it helpful and useful. And you know, one thing I would have liked to see is maybe I would have liked to be able to change the name of the profile and the M keys so I know exactly what they do. And also I didn't see any macro delay options, but otherwise pretty cool setup right here. So that's it. It's time for pros and cons. So what do I like about this keyboard? First of all, love the USB pass-throughs, and you get two, and it's one cable to get both of them, which is awesome, by the way, because normally it takes two USB for power and all that. So what else? I also really love the soft touch finish on both the keyboard and the wrist rest. It's nice because it's matte, doesn't really attract fingerprints, and it's just soft to the touch. Also really like that it's LED, because not all keyboards are LED, right? And you do even get a breathing mode. Also like that you get 10 programmable keys per profile. And I like the layout of the software as well. One more thing, do like the Func mode, disables windows as well as you know, kicks your macros into gear. It's really nice because then you know like that you are in a profile, or if you are just using this keyboard as a regular keyboard. And what else do I like about it? There's just a lot to like about this keyboard, to be perfectly honest. Cherry MX Blues, but I actually don't like the higher resistance. But let's go ahead and go to the cons, shall we? So as for the cons, I would have liked to see a cable channel in the back and a detachable cable, because this, especially from the top, is just not the easiest to like pack away, but it's not like it's really difficult or anything like that. And I would have liked to see the LEDs maybe a little brighter. I mean, yeah, I mean, sure, in dark lit conditions it's just fine, but maybe some people like the blinding LEDs that some keyboards have. What else? Maybe more macro keys, although 10 macro keys is really good for the price and the software and everything. And what else are some other cons? You know, honestly, I do like it. I like the layout of the keyboard. It's clean looking, and there's really not too much I have to say about it that's bad. It's a really good gaming keyboard, solid. That wraps it up for this review of the Func KB460 mechanical gaming keyboard featuring the Cherry MX Blues X 60-gram actuation force. Alrighty, so if you like what you saw and you want to see more, be sure to hit the like, comment, and subscribe button. And please also follow me on social media, Joanne Tech Lover Facebook fan page, Joanne Food Lover Twitter, and twitch.tv/whaletune, where I game stream with Tim weekly. Also, please don't forget to donate so I can help expand this channel and feed this techie so I can bring more of the tech you want to see to JTL. And finally is storeenvy.com. Please be sure to check that out for my 8.5 by 11 autograph prints. Browse at your leisure and purchase. Okay. Well, I guess all that's left to say is mwah! See you next time.